ជើញឲ្យលោកស្រីទស្សនានៅតាម slide របស់គាត់ដែលគាត់បង្ហាញជូនក្នុងពេលបន្តិចនេះសូមអរគុណ
That was a wonderful ceremony for a celebratory event for the mothers. I always seem to fight with my mom all the time, but you know, I should tell her Happy Mother's Day too. Anyway, next you will hear from Dr. Sambath Chung, where he will be featuring days of a day of remembrance and the 50th anniversary for the Refugee Resettlement, which will also be featuring a moment of silence.
I would like to thank Chung and Renee for giving me this opportunity to talk about what happened to us 50 years ago. There will be, at some point, I'm going to ask everyone to please be quiet. And this is to remember what happened. So, again, I just wanted to thank Chung and Renee for giving me this opportunity to talk about what happened to us, Cambodians, 50 years ago. And before I talk, I just wanted to introduce my family. Rachel, we actually met in Cambodia. She was working in Cambodia, got through to Ghana, Phnom Penh, Vietnam, Kala, to attach Moy, Son Kampria, Pika. Rachel. And my son, Surya. I like to say that, you know, he's named after that famous king. So thank you so much, my family, and this is actually a collaboration. This presentation is, the seed of this presentation is with Rachel. So thank you very much, dear. I will now ask you to please be quiet. Please stand up. On your table, there are candles. Please light them. Everyone, please stand up. Everyone. This is a very solemn moment that I'm asking everyone to help out with. Please. Shh. Upwards of 2 million Cambodians died. Let's have a moment of silence for them. Thank you very much. I thought that was going to be impossible. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you. So, what I'm going to talk about is what happened 50 years ago up until our present day today in America. So, in 1975, I'm going to talk loud because I know there's a lot of background conversation going on, and that's okay. 50 years ago, in April, the population of Cambodia was 7 million people. But on April 17, the Khmer Rouge marched on the Capitol. But the next 3.5 years, upwards of 2 million people died. That's 25% of the population. 1 in 4 people died. Every one of you knows somebody who died. One of my uncles had a family of 11 people in 1975. In 1979, he had 1 person himself left. So we need to reflect on that once in a while, especially on our anniversary of what happened. If you look at the population curve here, you can see that there's a big dip between 75 and 79. It is very unfortunate. That's a huge loss of potential of our countrymen. And every one of those people has a face and a name. Every one of those people has a face and a name. And we need to remember them, because no one's going to remember them for us. This month, April, there's a lot of anniversaries of a lot of bad things. But in the popular press, I did not see any mention of what happened on April 17, 1975. Every one of us need to remember that. And we must remember, because no one is going to remember it for us. Now, I want to say that what happened on April 17th impacted everyone, every Cambodian, whether they are inside the country or outside the country, whether they lived through it or not. Here are some of the pictures of what happened. I know that people who were born, who are 40 years and under is not going to remember this. This is what happened to us after the Khmer Rouge, and we came out to Thailand. This is Camp CAHRAD, and many of you were there. And you can see that despite all the bad things, all the suffering, we continue to live. And we continue to carry on the tradition. I think you might recognize some of the faces as we go through this slide. Unless I'm wrong. I came through my route in 1979. When we got there, I had not eaten in for a few days. And we didn't know if this was just another place that they were going to take us right back to the Khmer Rouge. And here are some of the faces that you would see at on my route. Let me go back here for 1 second. This is the camp, and you can see all the huts that are here. And inside the huts, you can see that there are pillars up here, and between each pillar is designated for one family. And during a big rain, you can see water streaming down this path. And here are some of the faces that people carry on at my route. Now, when any of you get to hold up this sign, this is one of your happiest days in your life. It means that they picked you to go to America. And you can see that there's a number and a slash. If you have a slash 10, that means that there are 10 members of your family. So here's a family of 10. Now, so what the next slide would have shown you was that after they picked you, you would go to Lumpini in Bangkok. And that's kind of like a wait station, because at any moment, they're gonna say that you're next. There's empty slots on an airplane going to America. You have to drop everything and come over. I remember in Lumpini, one of the ways that the U.S. prepared us to come to America was to give out these pamphlets. And one of the pamphlets had a very strange story. I'll say it here. Cái này dễ thà, bị pro chăm đai lưu rương nâng nè. Cái này dễ thà, vì những tình đó làm break. Và sen chỉ dễ mình sầm ram này không tệ đai. Hay những gạt mình thông sầm ram này chít khôn. Những cầm bó sầm ram nâng lời đầy. Những stop chat can sầm ram đặt nó cặp bài từ tè bắn bó chào. I thought it was the strangest stories I've ever read. But that's America, right? Thank you. So this is the boy that was by himself. So, you know, if you could imagine that for a moment. And I think it's okay. And I think some of you know this young boy here. Let me read something for you here, and I think this is the crux of this presentation. If you can read it right here, I'll read it for you. To whom it may concern, the United States Immigration Service has accepted these persons for resettlement in the United States and has asked the Ministry of Interior to transfer them to Bangkok. Has accepted these persons for resettlement in the United States. That's what we're all here for. We're resettling in the United States. This is Lumping Aid. Now, this is one of the greatest diaspora of Cambodia population. It is the greatest in the modern time. And as you can see here, most of us came to America, but there are other places too, including France, which is a form of colonial power in Cambodia. Followed by South Korea, Australia, Canada, Malaysia, Japan, and New Zealand. In the U.S., not surprisingly, most of Cambodian Americans, California, and Massachusetts. Now, we settle in America, what do? We're not going to sit around. We want to do something. We go to school, we go to work, we give back, we build communities, and we pass on our culture to the next generation. These are some of the schools that we all go to. Let's see if you can pick out your logo. I see American University, somebody went to American University. I see Johns Hopkins, somebody went to Johns Hopkins. And Bong Jamdari, go Seahawks. And you can also see some other schools here too, which will come back, touch it in a few minutes. And we only have 2 people sending pictures. I know we have more graduates than 2. We go to school, we graduate, we go to work. Here are some of the logos of the companies that we work at. Let's see if you can pick out some of them. Now, we're Cambodians, Americans. I want to emphasize Americans. Therefore, we're Cambodians, Americans, therefore we code. And we cook. And we write books. And we fix things. Yeah, right. Yeah. And of course, we make donuts. And some of us go, lawyers and doctors and researchers. And then we give back to our communities. Here are some of the communities that we give back to. There are a few not so well-known Cambodian Americans, and I just wanted to highlight them here, including the mayor of Lowell, Massachusetts, popularly elected to be the mayor of Lowell, Massachusetts. Here's a NASA person, works at NASA. He's a professor at Carnegie Mellon. She's a surgeon at a VA hospital. But we have one among us, you've seen his work. Yung man khơi snap dai kon khmai pan the yung man dang tham mean the kon khmai his work. That's Tan sitting back there. And I'd like to thank SBA for supporting Tan, who supports us. Some of his work that you have seen, including some of the buildings here, including the Treasury, the Pentagon, the Cannon Building. He also helped design and build the stupa at the Silver Spring Temple. And he's right now helping, doing many, many different things with what Ratanaramsi knows in Knoxville, Virginia. And here are some of the temples here in Cambodia, in America, including the biggest one is in, Minnesota. And of course you see, what Silver Spring here. Now, what about the next generation? And the next generation is strong. We have one daughter here with proud parents, and she flies a jet off the deck of a carrier. My daughter Chanda, she did a smart jet no the Laval school no the Khmer the Krau of Phnom Penh. Salano Samrap Kon Pika, Pika. This is my son Surya. He runs track and he's in theater. And he is Tani. He graduated from Maryland College Park. He's in IT. Here's Eileen. She's a medical doctor, graduated from Penn State. And here is our very own Miss Regina, graduated UVA. She works at Microsoft. And here's her sister, Erica, graduated BTech, who now is at PwC. And here are the proud parents of Regina and Erica. And here's Catherine, daughter of Tim, right there. Thank you, Tim. Now, I just want to take a few seconds to say here. Now, coding is a lot of zeros and ones. But did you know, you know that zeros have been around for a long time. But do you know where the first written record of the number zero is? What you see here is 604. It's on a tablet that's pre-Angkor period. It's in Cambodia. It's in the National Museum right now, and you should all be very proud of that. And our culture continues from 1,000 years ago, carved in stone, who during the reign of King Monibo and during refugee camp in Cambodian. That's Amrong right there. To the present day, after what Ratanaram see. Now I just want to, and at this point I'm very, very serious. And this is from the bottom of my heart. And I'm just full of gratitude for the U.S. Okay? We were hungry. America gave us food. We were scared. America took us in. It gave us the freedom and opportunity to pursue our dream for ourselves and for our children. So, Martin.